Hello everyone, welcome to the Bonsai Life. My name is Damir and today we will work on some Japanese maples. It's like leaves are falling off and finally I can see the structure and I want to use that and just to do some repairs with the maples. I have many maples, so this will be few parts. I don't know, like 2 3. We will see how fast the work will go. This maple, this is butterfly, and it's actually, this one is variegated, so you have like white and green color, and in the fall you have these beautiful colors. And actually wherever is white color on the leaves, that stays white. So even when you have like different colors, so you can still see that variegations in the leaf colors. So let's say here you can see the leaf is like two colors. Not many people do this variegated version, but I don't know why they look really good and they have really nice type of growth, so you can get like really nice flowering tree. So this is actually one of my like bigger maples. I usually do small maples like shohin size, but this will be bigger piece on the end. So this one, this is Orange Dream. They're also good. They have different kinds of growth. As you can see, this, I didn't wire much of this tree. Maybe like 5 years ago I did some of the wires, but I actually don't wire that much maples because you always end up with the scars, so I don't wire that much. This is kind of double trunk, and on the end I left it like this, so I will go with the flow. So I will try to make something like maybe some circle kind of broom style. And this is the last tree is katsura. This one is also without leaves. And this one I actually did try to bend this branch and I end up breaking it, but it did like heal, so it's now kind of bended down and I left it like that, so it's kind of interesting. I have like two branches opposite each other, so I'm non-stop thinking about taking this one out, but like when you have full tree that's not that visible. I will see in time. So I can start with this tree, and as you can see, this is like very problematic top of the tree, like too much is going on there. I left this tree to grow this year, so I wanted to thicken up the tree, and I did just like some initial pruning on during the spring, and then nothing. So I will definitely take off the branches like on the trunk, so this I will never use. And this one here, this small branch here, I'm not gonna use ever, so I can like take it completely off. So I have one here. I have here some upper growth I don't need. And let's check this top. So I have here multiple branches growing up, and then I have like 1 2 3 growing sideways. And this was my like kind of the top of the tree, so I'm thinking all this growing like inwards, I could take it off, and then we can like this, and here I have one more growing kind of upwards, so I can take all this off, let's say this whole part, and leave this here and some of these smaller branches. Or I can cut everything from here and just leave these small side branches like these two or this one or this one, and cut this all off and make this like as my top, cut this big branch here and leave some of the smaller ones. But these branches here up, like these are straight with no ramifications, so these I definitely won't need. I will try to leave the branches that are like smaller with better ramification. Even this here, this branch here, this one is like huge internodes, so I don't want that big internodes. I want really small internodes, especially on the top of the tree, and I'm trying the whole time for like really tiny internodes. Like you can see here, it's like about 1 centimeter internode. This one is a bit bigger, but it's still acceptable. But I don't want to shift from this small, especially on the upper part of the tree, with this like 3.5 centimeters long internodes. So everything that has like this big huge internodes I will take off. So that's like obvious what I don't want. This is kind of too thick, and this is also too thick, so I will take this off. And then here these two are too close, so either I would like take everything from here and just leave this part, but I don't know how that will look like in time. Maybe it's better to take this whole thing off, and I have some buds here and they will form like kind of the top of the tree. This is also too big, this branch here, so that one is also like obvious, I'm not gonna need that. So I will take this one off. Let's say from here it will be this is like, so I have part left, but that I will clean that in a moment. So now I'm still thinking, should I leave these two as my leader or this one as my leader? If I take this whole thing off, then I have to take it with this branch, with this part, so this all together has to go, and I would have like movement like this way, then like this, and it would be good to have this as my like continuation of the top. This other one would be like more subtle movement, but this one would be like more movement. I think if I take this off, I will like this part, I will have more movement, and then I can take this off and I will have a better kind of top of the tree. This will be my side branch. So I think the best way is to come here like this and cut this off. I will clean that a bit. It was actually a quite good cut. Wait a second, I will take a knife. So I didn't want to do this much on the tree during the fall, but I didn't want to make this big scar, but I will put my paste on, so I will cover the wound, and I think this will heal really nicely in a few years, and you're not gonna even notice. This piece is actually healing quite good. So this is it for now with this wound, and we can continue with pruning. And I think this branch here, the internodes are too long, so I will cut this one off totally, like this. And here on the top of the tree I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, like almost 5 branches. So this one has like really nice ramification, like tight internodes. It's not that thick. This is good, like candidate to leave as my continuation of the top of the tree. So if I put tiny piece of wire just to move it a bit here, it will look perfect. So I think I can take this thick one off completely again. Just I have to find the spot like this. And this one is growing kind of inwards, so I can take this one, and it's also quite thick, so I can take this one off too. Just trying to find like this. I need to clean these wounds, because now it looks bad. Now we'll take a knife and I will just clean this here. Just so later I don't have ugly This looks much better. Maybe just here a bit inwards, like this. I know it will heal for a time, but that's okay. And now I have one branch, second branch, third branch, fourth branch. I don't need like kind of, okay, this is kind of like beginning of the branch and really tight ramification. So this one, okay, let's say this one can stay. This one is kind of growing upwards, so I will take this one off. Now this here, I shortened this branch a few times, so this one was growing too vigorously, so I think I can take this part growing upwards, and this branch is growing over this branch, so I think I can cut this one off and maybe clean. I had a new branch forming here, but then I have one ugly part here that I can take off, and this branch growing downwards I don't need. And here one more is forming here on the other side, I don't need. This one, this part maybe can be. I will cut this long branch off here. I will use the knife just to clean the spot. Okay, this branch is interfering this branch, and I don't think I will ever use this one. If I use this branch, then I don't think this small one will be ever in use. I think it will be better just to cut this one off, this small one too. This is growing kind of inwards, I don't need this, and these two I will leave just to thicken up this part and start my pad here. And I think that's it with this tree. I'm not gonna do more because I will do anyway. In the spring I will check the trees again and check what do I need to repair. So now we'll just put my cut paste on the. So the first tree is done. Now we can continue with the next tree. So the next one, I can take this Orange Dream because this will be a bit of complicated too, because this tree is very complicated, and especially the top, and here is also like everything totally wild, and I'm not like completely sure how to approach with this, because I have my like side branches that it's gonna be my sides, and this is my like kind of, I think this is the back of the tree and this is the front, but I have like many branches on one spot. So I was thinking to cut this off, to shorten this, and maybe do something with these, so like kind of shorten this here or here. And because I have like two same kind of top of the trees and I don't like this, I'm supposed to cut this and leave just this branch, and I have a lot of new branches that I can use now and to create whole new top of the tree. And I think that would be the smart move too, but that's like huge cuts. I should do that big cuts in the spring, not now. So now I will just clean this bit, and then in spring I might totally change this tree from the scratch, because I think this is not good approach. This just don't look good. So today I will just fix the top, so means that these parts that grows kind of inwards, or somewhere where I have like more branches, like I think this one, it would be better to cut this off, to shorten these, cut this one totally off, and I will have some space between these two, so this will be my kind of top of the tree. This I can shorten even more because I have here 2 branches on the sides, and this has like same thickness all the way up. So I think this one can go up to here. I can leave a bit of stuff for dieback. This here, 3 branches of this one. So first of all, I will take this small one here, and then now I will take this one off. This one is dividing into 2, and then again into 2, and here into 2. Here I have 1 branch with ramification, and then just under that branch a new one's formed, so I can take this one off. And then here I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 buds here, and some small branches that I don't need because that's all on one spot. So I took the small branch off, and I will take here this bud here, and here I have like multiple branches on one spot, so I can take these. Here I have also like the branches that are competing each other, so I can take this inner one here, and I can take this one here. I need to do something so drastic to get that tree somewhere again. I'm just thinking about cutting this off, all this off, and using this like these side branches. Cutting one of these 2, probably this one, all off like this. So I will have this as my leader, leaving these branches here to grow as my new pad here. So I would have like pad here, pad here, pad here, and out of this secondary trunk cut this short, and maybe cut this short and cut this totally off. So but this will be too thick then, so I don't know, I'm like totally confused with this too. I think it would be just better to cut this trunk off, or just make a branch of this trunk. So cut it short, cut this off, and cut this off, and this will be my first branch. First branch is thick, and like it's thicker than the others, so that would be like, okay, I would have like thicker and then thinner and then some ramification. So this could be my first branch, and then use this as a leader and cut these off. But I'm like a big coward to do something like that. I don't know, what do you think, guys? Is that smart move, just to leave tiny part like this, make a new branches here, cut this off, this too, this whole thing off, and cut this off, and leave just this part here, this part here as my leader. So this should go off too, and I would use just these small branches, cut them shorter, make better ramification here, and then continue with the tree. So what do you think? Please type something below. Is that a good idea? Because I really don't know what to do with this tree, and needs like a huge change, definitely. So again, I'm leaving this tree for now for spring pruning. In the spring I have to clean this much better, because I don't want this moss anymore. So this is it with this tree, and today. Last tree is this one. So before I start, I will defoliate the tree. So I'll be back in a second. So I did defoliation, and a lot of Japanese masters are like actually taking the leaves off before they fall off. It's better for the tree. And again, the top is totally crazy with the multiple branches on. So now I have to do something with these multiple branches. So I will cut this branch totally off. I have this small one, this one, and this thick one. I will take this one off. So I have a same zigzag movement. This is like huge mess here. This branch here. It's like million branches here. So I'm not gonna need these branches that are not flowing nicely, that just going somewhere. I'm not gonna need those. So I can start eliminating these branches that I really don't like. So I have a main branch growing and then dividing into two, and I have a small branch growing kind of inwards. I don't need that one. Then this is dividing into two, so this is crossing this branch here. So now I have like 1, 2, 2, then next, and this one here have new buds that I will get next year, and then it's continuation of this straight part, and from there I have a part growing upwards. It's this, so I can take that off. Now I have like my dividing only into two, and here I have like kind of 3 branches, so one really funny here. Here I have a branch, quite new branch, that is crossing this trunk, so I will take this one off. And here I have again dividing into 2, and then this is kind of third branch, so, and it's growing inwards, so I can take this one off, and this one will bother me later, so I can take this one off and I can clean that a bit. Now I again have here dividing into 2, and then when I continue up the branch, here I have again multiple branches on one place, so again I will take the obvious things off. So the branch growing kind of inwards, I will take the branch growing inwards, and then again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 branches on one spot. So again I will take the branch first growing inwards. I don't need that. Here I have ramification into 2, so I can take, let's say, this one off, and then I have just 2 branches on one spot now. So this one is okay. Let's look up into this one. This branch is growing kind of inwards, and if I take this one off, I will have something between those 2 branches, so it will look good again. And here I have like multiple buds, and they're growing all around, so I can take this off here. And again I have 1 branch, second branch, and this is growing inwards. I can take this off. If I see that, yeah, now. So now again the basic bonsai rules, sort that out, and if you always go, if you don't know what to cut, just apply basic bonsai rules what to cut and you will come up with the plan. So the next one, the same thing, like kind of 4 branches minimum on one spot. So again, I will take the first branches growing inwards. I will leave this for now with this one. This inner branch, I think I don't know, do I want this branch inwards, but I will leave it for now. I think I don't need this. I will grow everything on this side here, and I think I don't need this branch here. I have like kind of 2 branches opposite each other. So I left this inner branch because I want a neutral shape. I want here everything full, and then here I want just like from here, so it will be like this triangle. So this part, it will be bare, so I don't think I need this one. This branch here on the back, I need to fill up the back side because this is my front. And like on the beginning I was thinking actually to leave this branch here, but I don't think I will ever need this branch here. So I have 2 of them here actually, so I will cut this branch off like this, and one my problem is gone. Now I want to clean this really nice. This is how it looks, this tree now. I think it looks really good. Next year I will probably give some better pot for this tree, because this tree is quite old now and it deserves something better than the plastic pot. So this is this tree. Once again I will show you. So that was butterfly, this is katsura, and the last with the biggest problems is orange dream, and this one is not actually fixed. I have to do this one in spring when I think much more about the look, what I want, and how can I do that with the least amount of damage made on tree. So please type the suggestions and see you in the next video. Bye bye guys, have a nice day and take care.